I lost friends, but it was okay. I didn't know my transformation would make such a drastic change in my life, especially that kind. When I started telling people no, that I was not going to do certain things anymore, I began to lose friends. I had always been called on to join people when they needed company, help people when they got into a bind, money wise. But once I started saying no, everything changed. My life was turned upside down. People started turning on me, saying how selfish I was. They called me stuck up because I didn't want to join them in their boring activities, saying that I had changed. Well, I did. I changed for the better. I decided to put my needs first and not go into debt helping others. I decided to do the things I was interested in doing. I decided my time and peace was more important to me. I realized then who my true friends were. I identified who were the ones in it for themselves, who were just using me. It was really eye-opening. The ones I thought really had my back were my ride or dies, really were not. These people were the ones who couldn't deal with the change. Couldn't see me in a different light. Wouldn't allow me to grow within myself. Couldn't see my needs were just as important. These were the ones who surprised me the most. I was really taken aback. But it was okay. I'd rather have no friends than to be used all the time. A real relationship should have reciprocity. I give sometimes, you give sometimes, and vice versa. But in many of these relationships, it was only one-sided. Me giving all the time. This one time of standing up for myself revealed people's true intentions. And it spoke volumes. I had become alone. Standing by myself. But it was okay. It created space for people who deserved to be there. The ones who left took all the stress and confusion with them. And opened up space for new, authentic people to enter my life. The friends I lost were replaced with new ones. New friends who brought peace and joy into my life. The emptiness was there for a while, however. But it didn't take long for new friendships to grow. The seeds have been planted. The things I learned in my journey carried on into the next. The new friendships began and grew on the boundaries I had created and instilled from the beginning. These were true friendships who valued who I was and not what I had to give or what they could get from me. My life had changed for the better. And now, I only do when I want to, not when it is expected of me to. At first, I kind of questioned myself, wondering if I was overreacting. Maybe I misjudged some of them, and that I was pouring it on too hard. I asked some of these people the same questions they would have asked me. And I got in return a bunch of excuses of why they can't. Can't make it to the event. Why they just don't have it right now. And how I caught them at the wrong time. After multiple times of going through the same situation over and over, I came to my senses. It was always as I had thought. They were in it for themselves the whole time. I didn't go back on my promise to myself. I had insisted this change was going to happen. I had begun to value myself too much. And going back was not an option. I remembered when I was drowning. Drowning in debt and obligation, and I was not going back. I no longer wanted to feel the regret that I felt before. That was long in the past, and that was where it was going to stay. The future had looked so much brighter, even though I had lost so many of the friends I had known for so long. I knew I was the one who placed myself in that position, and that I was the only one that could get myself out. Nobody else could. I remembered the validations I used to help me make it through. I am allowed to prioritize myself. My boundaries are valid. No one is going to love me more than I should love myself. They help give me strength to follow through and get past the hardest times. I couldn't forget how they helped me back then. And I was beginning a new day. That day, I made some realizations from the changes that occurred in my life. And this allowed me to move forward and incorporate some things that would solidify my understanding. And I placed it into my daily routine. I continued with some affirmations to seal these changes. And here's one of them. Is what I am holding on to worth the space it's taken up? I had to keep reminding myself. And the next was, I am allowed to say no to others, to say yes to myself. But it wasn't over yet again.